This video comes from Reddit user Flickscreen. He caught this footage late one night with a security camera outside his house that monitors his vehicles. He claims that there have actually been strange occurrences regarding this truck before, including the tailgate opening on its own one day, for really no reason at all. He also has a running joke that the truck is haunted or cursed, although he says he's not sure if these are just jokes anymore. Let's see what happened. The footage clearly shows the driver's side door of Flick's truck opening on its own, which is creepy enough. However, viewers noticed that there appears to be some sort of apparition directly next to the door. It's important to note that the uploader also specified that this never happened to this door before, and mechanically there's really no reason for this to occur. A strange shadow can clearly be seen drifting towards the truck and evaporates only moments before the door opens. Is this a spirit caught on camera? Maybe the entity messing with the truck of his. A very interesting capture, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. TikTok user Lauren Rose 867 started filming one night when she felt that her cat was acting pretty unusual. She was a bit estranged and in the end kept staring against the ceiling, as if the animal felt something. Or maybe even seeing. While this was taking place, another strange occurrence unfolded, for which Lauren had no explanation for at the time.
That's scary. Look at it.
Have you seen that? What on earth is floating by behind the couch there? Lauren appears to have captured a shadow apparition, which is creepy on its own, but was it also responsible for all the noises? And even catching her cat's attention? Maybe it was just the beginning of something that will keep unfolding in the future. Viewers have pointed out that it might be a family member, but I feel the floating nature to this thing almost rules out a natural person just walking by. What is your opinion? Let's now take a look at an investigation by Signs and Signals. In their previous visit to this abandoned home, the duo found a mysterious box there. Not knowing what it was, they brought it home and opened it. Many viewers, however, warned the pair that the box appeared to resemble a debug box, an item that is haunted by the spirit of someone who has passed on. According to legend, the spirits that inhabit these items also have the ability to possess people as well. The man decides that the best course of action is to return the box to exactly where they found it. Let's see what happened.
Alright, so David is going to make the new seal. Just do what they had here. Put it back, they had it in the middle. Okay. We need you to get back in the box.
Dude, did you fart?
No, I smell that too. That stinks.
Dude, that smells so bad. I know you farted.
No.
That smells pretty bad.
It is often said that when a foul smell inexplicably appears in a haunted location, that a demon or other nefarious spirit is actually very close. And it is the smell of death itself you are smelling. These were not the only strange occurrences of the night, however.
Oh my god, dude. That shit's on the ground now. It's on the ground.
What the dude? Dude is spinning, man. How did that thing from up there to down there and not like fall into pieces?
Dude, what the man?
Near the end of the investigation, they unknowingly capture this chilling sight.
do some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, how did that thing even turn? Like, straight up, bro. I ain't messing with you.
In the back corner of the room, a strange shadow can be seen. It seems the man didn't notice it while filming. However, when we look closer, it definitely appears to be in the shape of a person. Is it possible this shadow figure is related to the box that the team returned to the home? Luckily, it doesn't seem the spirit attached itself to either man, as is the risk with meddling with haunted objects. Make sure to give signs and signals a watch if you can. The next clip stems from the Dark Dimension. It was filmed in Japan and features a couple of friends out for a hike in a dense forest. It looks like they are facing some steep and rough terrain, although perhaps the hiking trail is the last of the man's worries. Strange cries seem to be coming from somewhere near them in the forest. However, they don't sound like the normal cries of a hiker in need of aid.
もうないよこっち行けないもんね大丈夫大丈夫あれ
Creepy, right? The strange sounds don't seem to scare the friends off though, who continue to search for whatever the cause of the chilling sound is. Let's see what they capture. The spirit of a woman can be seen, suddenly behind one of the men, and then suddenly disappears as fast as she arrived. This must clearly be the cause of the wailing, right? Whatever this was, who knows? No way to know for sure, but a little bit scary though, wasn't it? This next clip comes to us from La Dimensión Obscura. Not much is known about the context surrounding the clip. All that is really known is that the girl featured in the video was practicing a dance for her TikTok channel when she captured this strange sight. Let's take a look. Did you spot it? While the girl is dancing, it is easy to see that she's entirely alone. There's definitely no one behind her in the hallway. For only a brief moment, however, a figure can be seen behind the woman's shoulder, disappearing again quickly after. I believe this entity moved too quick to be a regular human, and there's something truly haunting about the creature's grey appearance. It seems that spirits appearing behind people as they are filming harness clips is not quite so rare anymore. Is it possible, with the rising popularity of video making, that we are simply catching spirits that have always been there? Let me know your theories. Do you think this is an actual spirit, or was it just a family member in the background? This video comes from Adrian Gomez, who does not usually post paranormal content. Rather, his channel features mostly nail art and some personal videos. However, this video he posted in 2020 is definitely creepy. Adrian captured this footage in his office from his new home. As you can see in the video, he hasn't even finished unpacking yet. Adrian hears some strange sounds coming from his new office and decides to film a bit and see if the camera will pick anything up to explain what he is hearing. Let's watch what he caught.
No manches, ¿ves lo que se ve allá? ¿Qué es lo que se ve ahí? ¿Qué se ve? ¡Ay, no manches!
A small child can be seen peeking out from behind the wall, only briefly, and seems to disappear as soon as she realizes Adrian is there. This is no ordinary child, however. Her skin appears pale and grey, and her eyes shine in an inhumane way when she faces the camera. Adrian is sure that this is the spirit of a child, as no one was home at the time other than him. And there was no way for anyone to get in without him noticing. Ghost sightings of children can often be unnerving, as malicious spirits have often been known to take on the appearance of a young kid to appear less threatening. What do you think happened here? A negative energy? Maybe it was just a friend after all. Really hard to say. Now we will take a look at a recording that was sent by Julius M. and that was initially recorded and shared by Angelica Hernandez. That night she was home alone with her nephew. It wasn't the first time that she was babysitting him, and they were doing silly recordings together ever so often. This particular night, both of them were watching TV together at first, before Angie came up with the idea that her little nephew should perform a dance. It probably would have been a really cute recording. However, the moment the recording starts, something grabs the attention of the little kid, something that wasn't seen at the time by Angie.
Dance, baby. What? What? Alicia. What happened? What? What do you see? What do you see?
A dark shadow seems to be standing in the kitchen, and for whatever reason, Angie was not able to see this at the time. Only her little nephew could. He initially stops in his tracks and just stares at that thing. He tries to tell his auntie about somebody that was possibly frightening him. Of course, this was no ordinary item that was stored back there, and apparently the window was not obstructed by anything, based on Angie's reports. So, are we looking at a shadow figure here that was visiting that night? A malevolent entity, perhaps? Or what's your best guess? This video was forwarded by Sunbro, and he found it on a channel called Neon V White. It features a young man who was recording a video featuring his newly developed piano skills. However, the really interesting part is unfolding in the background. The young man had never uploaded anything creepy, so his viewers were a little bit intrigued.
I got bored over the quarantine and I'm trying to learn the piano. So yeah, what's up guys? Dan here. I got bored over the quarantine and I'm trying to learn the piano.
All of a sudden the door opens behind him and he seems quite a bit surprised. Of course he leaves the room to check. Can't find anything though. When he then reconstructs these events and pans the camera towards the room, he can see a dark shadow standing in front of his closet. Neon later states that he didn't see anything weird at the time, so we can only suspect that maybe only the camera could pick this apparition up, right? If it wasn't just a skit, of course. This next clip comes to us from the channel Really Haunted. The owner, Lee, has been documenting the strange paranormal events that have been occurring in his house for quite some time now. It is not unusual for Lee to experience poltergeist activity, such as objects moving on their own, orb captures, and unexplained sounds. This video is a bit different, since Lee seems to capture actual footage of the spirit that is wreaking havoc on his home. In the video, we see Lee sleeping on the couch in his living room. According to him, this was just after he had read the prayers of Saint Michael in an attempt to exorcise the spirit, or spirits. However, he believes this really had no effect other than angering it. Let's take a look at the paranormal capture from this night. A large and strange shadow materializes in the center of the room and makes its way slowly towards the couch where Lee is sleeping. It's hard to say if this is related, but as the spirit is approaching the couch, a dark orb lands near Lee's face and actually seems to steer him from his sleep. This may just be a coincidence, but I find it very interesting. The shadow seems to lean over Lee before making its way back. And in class poltergeist form, knocking some objects over before disappearing. What do you guys think about this capture? Are we witnessing a legit haunting here? The Japanese ghost channel Fourth Wall has received a recording from a viewer who went exploring an abandoned apartment complex with a friend. Local legends were talking about unusual sightings, and that for whatever reason there seems to be a gateway to the other side. Intrigued by these stories, the two men make it onto the premises and take their time while exploring this place. Unusual noises shouldn't be too concerning in an abandoned place like this, especially at night, right? But it seems that the strange moaning sound was getting the attention of the two. They didn't see anything and kept continuing their nightly trip. At some point, something really startles one of the two men, and they make it out of there as fast as they can. Reviewing their footage though, we could see that something else appeared to be with them, even though the two men didn't notice that thing at the time. A tall figure seems to be standing there, maybe even looking at them. But there's more. Look at the apparition on one of the upper floors, looking down from behind the railing. And then there was one more curious shadow. Do you see it? I really wonder what happened there that night, and how many lost souls actually could be roaming this place. What do you think? A really spooky location though. Thank you so much for watching.